Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, the Binge and B. What you watching on TV? So, it's Christmas time, right? It happens to be Christmas Eve today, 2025. And so, I'm doing probably what everybody else is doing, right? You sitting around putting your finishing touches on shit and getting the food together. I'm in my kitchen, in and out the kitchen all day long. And so, naturally, I have some entertainment playing in the background. And so, it's a Tubi Christmas. This video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of me like doing a full recap and review of the movies that we're going to talk about real quick, I'm actually going to give y'all 3 of them that I done ran through since I've been cooking and finishing shit up, right? And I'll give you my opinion of them, just a kind of little brief synopsis and then what I thought of them. Okay, let's go. So the first movie I watched is called Christmas with the Fam. Emphasis on D-A, duh. That's cute. I thought that was cute. So this one is about a couple, Malcolm and Serenity, and they are newly engaged, and they decide to go back to her family's house to spend the holidays. And so what makes this one interesting is that her family doesn't even really realize that she's dating somebody on a serious tip, and they sure don't know that she's engaged to nobody else. So they go back home, they visit with the family. Also, her ex-boyfriend is there. That makes for an interesting dynamic. And then the other added aspect to this is that since Malcolm is a detective, he recently did a bust and caught some dudes, and so it gives me grown man Home Alone with the 2 assailants. It's like looking for the dude that busted them and shit. This one was really cute. I will say my favorite part. I don't want to give the whole synopsis because we ain't got time for all that. The part that I really liked in this movie was when they were doing a performance. So kind of towards the end of the movie, Sydney's new boyfriend, like I mentioned, is a detective. So we know he a lot. Her ex-boyfriend, who their relationship ended basically because he decided to pursue his career. What we learned later on that his career was as an R&B singer. So both the boys are trying to they want to impress Serenity, but then Malcolm got the added layer of trying to impress her family because they didn't even know he existed, right? Well, they end up having a quick little impromptu karaoke session. Karaoke? It wasn't really karaoke because the lyrics wasn't on the screen, but whatever. These niggas have a sing-off. So obviously the R&B singer, he's gonna be good. He did his little thing. He got up there and sung his little song or whatever. But then Malcolm get up there, the little detective dude, he decided he gonna sing a song too. He started singing. I was like, what? Boy, you better stop playing. So this was really cute. That was one of the little highlights. There are a few little highlights. I really liked it, this one. So if you cooking and you just kind of hanging out, turn this on. You're going to be glad you did. Now, the second movie that I ended up watching is called A Very Merry Hood Christmas. And that is what this was. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, out of the 3 that I've watched so far today, or, observed, because I wasn't really sitting down and watching, so it's probably little details and stuff I didn't catch because I was cooking and shit. This movie had me laughing so goddamn hard. It's about 5 brothers. The 5 brothers are all going home with their spouses for Christmas to visit their mom and their dad. I think the dynamic between them is that the parents basically revealed to them that they gonna move to Florida. They gonna go to Florida. I guess they retired and they done paid off their house and shit, and so they gonna leave. Well, when the parents make this announcement, they basically are saying that they're gonna leave the house to one of the kids, and so the kids are all kind of, not really wrestling over it, but it becomes a topic. It's a point of contention because each boy obviously feel like they should have the house. Now, because it's 5 boys, you got 5 subplots, right? So you got and I'm not even from pretend like I remember all their names because I don't. I just know one couple was a lady and her husband, and they had a stepdaughter who was like a teen, and she wanted to see her daddy, but her mama wasn't with the shit, so like that was a whole thing. The other couple, there was another couple that was younger. I feel like this was the baby brother. He was married. They had a little boy, but the wife was really into her career. I don't know, she was a hairdresser. I think she was a hairdresser or something, but basically she was always gone. The third brother that's married, him and his wife, they didn't really seem to have too many problems. Their main issue was that they wanted to have a baby, and so they had been working on that for a while. That just ends up being an issue for them. And then you got the last 2 brothers that are single. So one of them is the gay brother, and then the other one is the asshole brother. I have to admit, the asshole brother is so cute to me. He's so full of fucking shit. And that's usually, ain't that how that go most of the time? But anyway, and then the gay brother, he is super cute and funny, and it just was a good time. This one here probably had me laughing the most. Yeah, y'all gonna have to get on this one for sure. Okay, and then so the last movie that I had planned was a movie called Early Christmas. Child, Early Christmas was a mess. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one, I had kind of a hard time following this one because it was like, it felt like it was long in the motherfucker or something. That it was narrated by this dude dressed up as a Santa Claus, which I thought was a nice touch. That's what really drew me in and made me watch it anyway, right? Was the dude telling the story. But the story that he is telling is about Mr. Earl. So Mr. Earl is at a barbershop at the beginning of the movie, and basically I guess he owes somebody some money or something, like $25,000. And so in order to postpone paying the debt, he basically tells them that he's sick and that he's dying and he only got 3 days, and he asked them to come back and get the money. Well, you got this busybody ass bitch that work in the barbershop, so she ends up calling one of his kids, and then what that kid calling the other kid. So before we know it, everybody think this dude is dying, and they want to set up a Christmas celebration for him because they don't know how long he got. So you get to the point where they're at the house. So we get to where they're at the house, and like there's a lot going on. He got like this nurse lady that's really like a stripper, and she's wearing like the stripper outfit, but she's supposed to be a nurse, and it's just like, child, like this shit was all over the place. Again, I was just kind of listening. I was like moving back and forth while it was on. So a lot of it I probably didn't catch, but I will watch it again, and I think this is another good one to just have kind of playing in the background. All right, so those are my 3 picks for a very merry Tubi Christmas. These are gonna be good to have on. You know, the kids will be playing their games. If y'all done bought some systems, some PlayStation 5 and some Xboxes and shit, you know, they're gonna be doing their little thing. If you in the kitchen and you got to set up the food and you just need something playing in the background, and you know, you just feel like chuckling a little kiki or something right quick, start with these 3. Just let them play, let them roll. You gonna get a couple good chuckles out of them. I hope everybody is having a very delicious, delectable holiday. I hope you enjoying your people. I hope you enjoying your food. I hope you enjoying your life. I guess that's all I got to say about that shit, y'all. It's your girl, the Benjamin B. Finna go find me something else to watch on TV. Bye.